Hey, what's up guys? It's been a while since I've made a video. I know it's been a pretty long time. It's been, I don't know, at least a month at this point. But I'm back for a little bit probably. I don't know why, but lately I've just had this weird motivation to want to make storytelling videos on YouTube. Like during most of the time, I haven't been doing YouTube due to some crazy shit has happened. And I honestly feel the need to tell you guys about it. Because for me, normally staying inside all day just playing games, like there's been some pretty crazy shit, I'm not gonna lie. And I would say this first story is a pretty good one to kick off my little marathon of stories. But yeah, back to what I was saying about why I just got a random motivation to do stories is because I've actually been watching a bunch of really old school storytellers I used to watch, like way back in the day, like fucking like 7th grade. Like I watched these dudes before I played Call of Duty. I watched these guys back in my Xbox Minecraft days. And when I say Xbox Minecraft days, I mean like when you didn't have a hunger bar, things were just so much better. But anyways, these guys go by the name of I Am the Attack, and I think the other dude's name is Ghost Sickness. I don't remember how old they exactly are, but they used to tell stories like a long ass time ago. And I just been watching them a bunch lately. I don't know why, but I have, and I was like, you know what? I could totally do that. Because when I first started YouTube, I actually wanted to be a storyteller. I just didn't have many stories, if that makes sense. But it's been like 2-3 years since then, so you know, I've gained a few. Alright, so let's start with this first one. And God forbid my mother watches this, but I got pulled over in a car with weed. Yes, I got pulled over in the car with about a gram of weed in my backpack. So to start the night, little Joshy was at work at Subway like he normally is at nighttime. And then afterwards, his friends were like, hey man, do you want to hang out? And I was like, you know, I'm gonna be pretty tired, but I don't have work tomorrow, so I'm gonna go hang out with them. You know, I haven't seen them in a while. I live a decent like amount away. Like I'm not close to them. A decent amount. I meant a decent distance. God damn it. But anyways, you know, I live pretty far from them, so I don't see them as often as I'd like to. Well, my friend actually recently got a car. And, you know, he offered to come pick me up. We could hang out. I could just stay there and they'll bring me home tomorrow whenever I need to be home. I was like, okay, man, I'm totally down to do that. So anyways, I get to his house and, you know, we're just kind of chilling. We don't really have much to do. We're just chilling, catching up. And at one point, one of them was like, you know, we haven't done it in a while. We haven't smoked together in a while. I was like, you know what, man, we really haven't. So I told him, I was like, yo, I got like 15 bucks on me. If you can find a dude to sell a G for 10 bucks, I'd be down. So of course, we hit up, our normal dude when we do buy. And he hit us up that night. And this is where the story gets interesting. So we make the deal and we start heading to the, to the meeting spot to get our marijuana. Well, we meet him, we do our trade, we say our hellos, our goodbyes, and we part ways. We go our separate ways. Well, on our way home, my friend decided that he wanted to go on a drive, so me and my other friends decided to go with him. But yeah, it was really late, so we all decided to go with him. And we actually end up in this old neighborhood, and actually I stayed a night at someone's house in that neighborhood, and that's another pretty crazy story I'm gonna tell you guys about pretty soon here. But anyways, we end up in that neighborhood, and we're driving around, just looking around, and you see my friend, I mean, yeah, he was paying attention, but not enough to notice this. But a rabbit jumped in front of his car, okay? And we're pretty sure it's a rabbit because we saw the furry motherfucker jump. But anyways, he jumps in front of the car, and we just fucking nail half of that bunny. And afterwards, we're all freaking out, like, dude, what the fuck? Did we just hit a bunny? So we start looking around for the goddamn bunny, and we can't find the bunny. Well, after searching for the bunny for like 10 or 15 minutes, we just concluded it crawled away. Well, we get out of the neighborhood, and we start driving off, and that's when we see the flashing lights behind us, and oh, we're just like, oh shit. Well, we pull into this Jack in the Box, and, the cop pulls up to us, does the normal, fucking shines the flashlight in everyone's eyes so we all go blind. And he's like, oh, license and registration, please. And then after that, he starts asking if all of us have IDs, and I don't actually have a state-issued ID. As of now, I don't really know how to go about that, to be honest. I'm too lazy to really mess with that. I probably should get one eventually. That would probably help me avoid situations like this. But I just gave him my school ID. Now, if you do know me or, you've watched me for a little bit, you'll know I'm homeschooled. Well, for one point, at the very beginning of my sophomore year, I tried public school for 2 days and then I quit. But anyways, I gave him my school ID, and then at one point, he calls backup. I don't know why. It's a car full of, teenagers, but he calls in his fucking backup, and his backup comes to the window, and he opens the fucking door. He's like, Joshua, and I was like, that's me, what's up? And he's like, get out of the car and go to my fucking, my police car. I was like, oh shit, dude, am I getting arrested? Like, I legitimately thought I was getting arrested. I thought they somehow knew, I had it in my fucking bag. I don't know. But I was flipping my shit. I'm like, okay, I start walking. And you know, I go to the fucking hood of his car, I literally face the car, and I just fucking put my hands up. Like, I didn't know what else to do. I was like, I'm not trying to get shot right now. Well, it turns out, he just wanted, you know, my information. He just started, pretty much asking all the information that a, ID would give him. So I give him my information, and then he gives me my fucking citation, and then we part our ways. Oh, and one small thing I forgot to mention is this stupid bitch. Okay, the first thing he asked me when I got out of the car, he was like, "Oh, son, are you Hispanic?" I was like, "I'm sorry, I'm Korean, but good fucking try." And don't get me wrong, you know, I'm not really like, "Oh, you're racist" kind of person, but I feel like that was fucking stupid. And the only reason I was really upset is because he pulled me out of the car specifically, and I don't know why. But anyways, you know, I got my citation, and then the cop actually escorted us home to make sure we were going home, because it was like 3 in the morning at this point. And, yeah, we pretty much all just said, fuck it, we'll deal with this tomorrow, and went to sleep. And I think the one thing I remember best is I had to sleep on the fucking floor, and it was terrible. But yeah, guys, that's the story of the time I got pulled over with weed in the car, but, got a citation for being out past curfew. But I hope you guys enjoyed the story. If you did, make sure you like it. Make sure you comment other stories you might want to hear, like, you know, first, stuff like that. I've actually thought about, starting a series called My First, and, you know, like, I think there's been a lot of people that do it, but I've just always wanted to do something like that. Yeah, you know, just comment, let me know what you want to see, and that is pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one.